Yo, what's happening, YouTube? This is your boy Detox Everything, back with another video. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do some charting today. We're gonna do a little something different, and we're gonna do a little teaching. Hope you guys like it. I want to start off by just complaining a little bit. I was looking at Tesla on Sunday, and I was like, hold on, let me go back for a while. I was looking at Tesla on Sunday, so and I was like, oh, I was looking at the charts, and I was like, hold on, I had something drawn out. There's too much stuff going on, but this one here. So I was like, oh man, it looked like it was here, and I was like, man, it looked like it's gonna drop to about right here. That's 300. Hold on, let me so I was like, man, it like it's gonna drop to about right here, and then I'm like, it's probably gonna really settle like right here. Man, they made the move during the pre. Jason, why are you so loud, bro? But they made the move during pre-market. They went from here and they dropped it and then stayed flat the whole day. And I was like, man. And I was looking at the contract. It was $140 for the 290 put. I was like, man, I'm gonna look at getting on this on Monday morning. Man, today roll up. Well, I won't say woke up. Turned on that look to see what that price was on that contract. That thing was at $860. I was like, man, that was supposed to be my money. And I was planning on getting like 3 or 4. That was gonna be $700. That was a quick 2 bands. But anyway, now I do want to show you guys something. If you guys like Tesla, want to play Tesla, I noticed this today. Now, of course, I got all my stuff on here, but I got me turned off just for a moment. We're gonna teach with nothing, right? So, if you look over this period here, you see from here. All right, well, let's just go from there. So like this 327, maybe even right here to this 330. Down to here. Almost every time you see like a gigantic candle wick, or you see there's some type of gap in between. So for some reason, they won't buy here. They keep gapping this area. They keep gapping this area. So with that being said, I'm not sure what they're getting ready to do right now. I'm gonna turn me on back just on for a second. If y'all go back and look at the old videos, I did this wiggly wide drawing. That I know it's going way ahead of August. I wasn't trying to draw this out to August, but I was pretty spot on. This piece should be, this right here is supposed to be over here. So that's what I'm saying. So it's supposed to be over a little bit. So it ain't supposed to be way down here. But well, I'm not sure to tell y'all to do with this one. It might. So, Tesla got earnings coming up at the end of the month. We probably get a test down here to about 275. Probably get a test about here to this 275. Somewhere up in here. And then it's going for earnings. And that's what my thoughts are. They could do this before earnings. But I think they're going. I think they're going. They're probably gap it. They're probably going to get us down here. And then and then buy a little bit, and then gap us up, and then move up here to this 350. So we got some cash to play. You gotta wait to see. So what we waiting for? So now we need to come back into the 4 hours. We're gonna take a look at 12 really quick. Jason, why are you so loud? So, what was this low on this candle? Low on that candle was 288.77. What's that right there? I think we're gonna get another test down tomorrow to see if they can get us right here. That's what I'm thinking. And then when we get here, either we're gonna come here and bounce and start moving back up, or they're gonna keep moving down because they still mad at Elon. Come to 260, and then if they still mad, 253, and then they still mad. Oh, let me move me out of the way. And if they still mad, what that is, 240. They still mad, 224, 225, 215. That's depending on how mad they get. So I don't know. It could be a crazy M. Like, ooh, oh, way down here, that'd be a crazy M. And then they'll run that thing all the way back up. If y'all see that, if y'all see Tesla way down here, y'all need to buy some. But what else we gonna do? We'll take a quick look at metal, and then we're gonna day trade. We're gonna rewind day trade the spot at 2 times speed, because we ain't gonna be at this all day. Man. How long ago I wrote this about metal? I forgot how long I wrote this ago. Oh my God. Oh, I said get the July 18, 620 call. When I charted this out, must have been back in March. Because I also said get the 620. Oh, let's see what that, man, that thing's $700 right now. Man, that thing getting ready to be a ridiculous price, fam. Oh, it's wrong back. Hold on. My bad. Get sidetracked. ADHD kicking in. ADHD, it kicked in like a mother. Hold on, July 18th. And then I said, I was like, man, get the 620 call. That was $4,000, right? Ridiculous price. But that 620 call right now is worth 10 bands. Man, hey, if you listen, you better drop that 4 in there. That 718 620 would be worth. You can get off that for anywhere between $10,155 and $9,930. That's 615. I said get the 615. 615 with 44. 615 right now. $10,600. Hey, put y'all on game, fam. Put it on game. Alright, whatever. That's old news. Alright, that's old news. Oh, that's right. Nah. From the last video, I showed y'all, for some reason they like these $18 moves. Now, I'm thinking, hold on, let's grab this candle just to show y'all. Alright, watch this. Is that like the same thing? Like what I'm telling y'all, man, they love these little $18 moves. I don't know what this is. Them $18 moves. Oh no, don't mess up my little thing. Oh no, that ain't what I meant to do. Oh no. That's close enough. But I'm just saying, they love these little $18 moves, fam. It's crazy. So, I'm thinking right now, Meta, $18 move. We got this gap right here, right? Hold on, we're gonna turn everything off. We got this gap. I can't draw it because it's gonna turn everything back on, but you see from here to here, we got here, and it only came back there. So we got to come back and get this gap. So I'm thinking it's gonna come back down here to about 700, give us that $18 drop. Bam, payday, and then it might bounce back up. Now, Meta is another company I would say really think about. These prices are sky high. Ain't gonna cap, but might be a company you might want to consider looking at purchasing. Why? They on Instagram. They're like y'all content kings. So you might as well own who gonna own your content, right? Right? I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense, right? But yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna drop to about right here, about $18, and then it might even another because again, this is another $18. You only need 2 or 3 bad days, and then you'd be right here at 676. Yeah, man, give me just a minute. I need 5 more minutes.
Not yet.
Yeah, what you mean not yet?
Because you gotta play with me first.
Yeah, no, I'm going to come play Mario with you in just a couple minutes, okay?
Okay.
I promise. Alright. But yeah, so. It look like we're going to come back about right here. So if we kind of go into the 12-hour. And this is how y'all, if y'all ever like want to swing trade something, start with the day. And then just break your way back down. And look for potential gaps. Look for these lines, like where is something going up to, and then at another time coming back to and stopping. That's all you're looking for. These are just, they're just staircases, right? And then a lot of times when you see these points right here, and I'm gonna turn me back on, we look at my HTF liquidity levels. A lot of times you see at those points, institutions were buying. So that's what it is. And then a lot of times, not a lot of times, all the time, with my little, where my lines are at, 97% of the time, my lines are pointing at where some liquidity is at. Like this green one, ain't quite where the liquidity is at. It's in between. Like somebody owns something here, but for the most part, it's empty space. But again, now let's go ahead and do some quick day trading of the SPY. Quick recap. Hold on, and we need to do a replay. Okay, so if you're coming into the market, so always come in. Let's take a look at the day first. Like let's always, before the market even starts, let's take a look at the day. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, hey, like man, we're at all-time highs. Right, all-time highs. Is anybody like any institutions up here buying? Okay, hey, somebody bought here, but ain't nobody bought up here. So they bought down here back at the 615 to the 6, yeah, around the 615 level, right? All right. So now this thing could continue to move. You see, it's right here. Now we see we've identified. Hey, hold on. There's a gap right here. Effectively 600 up to 604. All right, is there another gap? I I had something drawn out right here, so there's some type of gap right here. So we're gonna move that over. Again, so we start big, we come down. Okay, go 12. Okay, something happened right here. Okay. So, alright, so that's what we got on right here. So we just want to take a look. Let's go 4 hours. Okay, so it closed here on this day. And then the next day, it technically opened up here. Well, no, it opened right here. So we got this gap. So, and this space right here. So, all right. So, just looking at it face value, and then we're gonna turn this stuff on. Hold on, let's turn this on.
I'm waiting for you.
I know, I'm coming. All right. So, looking at this. So this is my. Let me show you what we got. We got our MACD, we got our RSI, right? So when we're looking at this one, so we're showing this is pointing up, right? But we got our RSI is high right now, so that's up here is a good sign to say, hey, this is probably going to come back down, meaning they're going to sell off, right? Just because of how high that is. Even though they just started buying. Here, because that's what the green is, buying, reds are selling. So, we got that, and we're going to just do, we're going to move it to the 15. I could keep going down, but we're just going to jump to the 15 because, again, we're day trading. Right, so, alright, so, we're right here. So, a lot of times, things like to come back and test previous supports to make sure it is actually support. All right, so we're gonna do it at one time, one speed. All right, so all right. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is this in the morning? Okay, this is Thursday. Okay, so we're gonna let Thursday play. That was Thursday. So we can see we're just gonna watch this on Thursday. Okay, so that's Thursday. Here we coming. Thursday, we about to get into today. Market went open on Friday. All right, so we see here's Thursday. Now, okay, now y'all see it now says Monday down here at the bottom. It says Monday, July the 7th. All right, so the market moved. So first thing I just said to you, hey, they like to come back and try to test supports and resistances, right? So we're gonna just go here. Where did it come to? Like right up in here.
Are you done working?
No, almost. Almost. No, I'm almost done. Give me a minute. So, as y'all can see, it came right here and came right to that support. So, it wanted to come, as you can see, this candlestick came all the way down here. It came to this one. It was trying to get all the way down. It didn't make it. Jason, not so loud. All right, so we're going to keep going. All right, so we see we're pointing down.
What? I know that.
Now, this is pre-market, this brown piece. So you see this is 6:30 in the morning, a.m. Eastern time. Okay, market about to open, so we're going to hit pause one more time. Oh, no, there we go. Market is open. All right, so we see this, right? So just backing up just for a moment.
What's going on?
First thing you can take a look at and say, okay, there was no clear indication if it was going to come back up and try to complete filling this gap back all the way up here to 625, or if it was going to retreat and come down here. So they left us with like indecision. Like, all right, I don't know which way to go. Now, the first thing we would need to do is take a look and see, like, hey, what is this doing? Now, again, we're day trading, so 15 minutes, you can take a look at it just to see, like, hey, where my levels are at. But you can't trade in 15 minutes. You use it for an identifier, but you can't trade the 15 minutes because you are day trading it. Like, you got minutes in these trades. Sometimes you in and you out. Like, think about it when you go to the gas station, you buy like a script. Really? You know how you go to the gas station, you buy a lotto ticket, and you just scratch it out. And then you know instantly right there if you won a loss, right? And then you ain't even left the rest. Sometimes that's how quick you're in and out of a play, right?
Wait a minute.
No, give me a minute, son. Give me a minute. Hold on. So now we're looking at this. So we can see. Hold on. Let's open that up. Again, so using these things. Okay, so we can see. Hey, it didn't come up here as pre-market to come fill this gap that it created. So when we take that into account, and then we see this blue line is starting to point down, meaning it's starting to sell off. Okay, and we see this also, this purple line is moving down, so that's a good indication to say, okay, thanks for looking at. Okay, so now we need to go into our 5 minute. Okay, now I don't know what lines y'all using, EMAs, this, that, and the third, whatever y'all using, what y'all using, right? But it should, if you use whatever lines that you're using, these should be bringing you to like your supports. Or it should be, as your time frames are getting smaller or bigger, it should be coming to hit them as supports and resistance. No, back on that. Alright. So what? You're slowing me down. Once I'm finished, I can go play Mario. Okay, but anyway, so we see that we have like our lines up here. For mine, they came up here and they hit them and they were like the root, meaning they were resistance. So that's a sign because it came up and it tested it multiple times on the 5 minutes, right? It tested it on this first candle, came up. Let's see if we made that a little bigger for y'all. See the first candle, 5 minute candle into the market. That came up here, came straight up and tested it. We got this one came tested. The next one tried again. We got this one got rejected here. It closed here. You see both of these. This one closed on the line. This one closed underneath, and it tried to grab some support and got rejected. Tried here to move back up, got rejected. So, like, okay, that's clear sign. Okay, we're going down, right? So now we have to take a look at our contracts. Now, when you take a look at your contracts, you day trading. I know we want to take the cheaper ones. However, I would say to you, it's better to take at the money, set you a solid stop loss, and play it at the money. Because then if it pushes you down, the more money you're going to make. The further down, the further cheaper option you get, while you're going to make money, it's not going to make as much money. So, might as well get as much as you can. Play at the money, still have the same risk tolerance on how much you want to lose. How much you're willing to possibly lose. Because again, this is all gambling. This is legal gambling. People gonna say this ain't gambling, it's legal gambling. There ain't nothing else on this planet that can take your money this fast. Besides this. Alright, so, and getting robbed. There ain't even two things. Two. Gambling, you getting robbed. Nothing else on this planet. But, so we got our clear indication that it's coming down. So, alright, so we see that it's coming down. We're at 622. Alright, so we can take a look at, alright, this is 621. So we should take the 622, maybe in the 623 put, depending on how much it costs. Alright, now, we have to be fast with this, right? Because you see this? It's almost down into this line. Meaning like, hey, at this point, people are going to reconsider continue to sell. Now, Not that it won't break past this, but they're going to reconsider. Now let's go down to the 1, because now, again, we might be in this thing for 2 minutes. We might be in this thing 30 seconds. You don't even know. So let's go down to the 1 minute. All right, so still same thing. Let's see, again, it came down there. It came back and tried to test it again on the 1 minute. Unsuccessful. It's still pointing down. Okay, so we're going to say, hey, we're aiming here. That's $1. We're aiming at $1, right? So this is why you can't be like, hey, I'm going to play way down here. Because if you're not aiming down there, why would you get something going way down there? All right, so we're going to turn this off and just get right here. All right, so we're in the 5. I like the 3 as well sometimes. So now we're going to hit play. Oh, it's trying the line again. It's breaking up. Now, I'm waiting for a solid entry. And that would be it right here. If you could have caught that candle. Now, hold on. We're going to press pause just for a moment. I got on the 3 minute. So, you were like, man, I wouldn't have caught that in time. That's why you had to be on the 1. So, we'll go back to the 1. Hold on. Let's go back to the 3 real quick. What time that was? This at 10:27. 10:27 right here. So we got this rejection. We see it here. So we saw right here at 6:23 was time to get in. And we take 6:23 down to 6:21.
I'm leaving.
It's like you about to be late. Has she eaten?
Yep.
Okay then.
Just ate. Just got changed. There's pampers and wipes on the ledge.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. If she still is a little hungry, there's some chicken nuggets right here, but she shouldn't be.
I put them just okay.
Go get your grandpa water. Thirsty, go give it to your grandpa.
Alright, come on up here to Grandpa. Now come on back up here. I'm over here. Come on up here. Kyrie, go get your niece.
Who is this?
That's Silent. That's your niece.
Silent! That's your grandpa!
Put my foot at you. Man, let me tell y'all what happened to me over the weekend. My bad. Story time. Man, go to the beach, 4th of July. Got the 10 out. Yeah, got the 10 out. Now, first I go to Nokomis Beach. They got, these motherfuckers got sandy spurs at the beach. Some call them sandburrs. They like the little spikes. What kind of beach got sandy spurs at these bitches? First and foremost. So, I don't think nothing about it because I've been to plenty of beaches. I know they got sometimes got little rocky shells. I'm good with the rocky shells. You kind of tiptoe and step on those. Man, but these got these rocky shells and sandy spurs. So, now, walking and stepped on this shit. So I'm like, all right, well, let me get my shoes on. Go to the beach, come back to the tent, standing off to the side of the tent. And somebody said, oh, shit. And they start slapping their legs. And they're like, oh, move. There must be ants over there. I take one step and move, and all of a sudden, now felt like 1,000 ants. It wasn't 1,000 ants. It felt like 1,000 ants. I had at least 20 bites on my foot, though.
No,
I had like 20 bites on like my left foot, and I had like 6 or 7 on my right foot. I had some on my legs. I was like, what the? My legs started to end my ass up. Do you hear me?
No, Darwin!
What does she got?
You have that bottle?
cool. So yeah, my foot is still itching like. Go put the ball in the garbage. But yeah. So you see, and that's what we would have done. So from 1027, 1027, we're 1027 right here. 1025, we would have taken this from 623 and just stayed in it until probably this candle, right? And now we got a question of, we just came down to 620, 621. Okay, it's back up to 621.94. Now, we see this on the 1 minute. It's going past our yellow line, so it's breaking one set of resistance. It's moving up to this next one. So now we got a question of, hey, here's where our next set of like support / resistance is at right here. Now we got a question. If it comes here, if it breaks, we need to get out of this because now it's going to take some of our money back. Right? Because again, we got in over here. We're now here. It's 40 minutes later. It's an hour later. All right. Now we're questioning, okay, do we get in? Like, not get in. Do we sell and take our profit? Maybe not. Now, you could have sold and took your profit right here. This part right here, and right here were probably the same amount. Now, there's no right or wrong what to do. You're your own adult, so do whatever you feel is right for you, right? So, I'm going to hit play. Alright, so it got rejected. Okay. Oh, no, it's breaking up. Okay, here's we are. So, we're not doing anything. Let's press pause. So, we're looking right now. We're looking for this to either go from here. And where's our breakout at? We need a solid candle to break out green above this 622.12. On this minute chart, has to close above this. And then we can take a look to going back and putting this back up here to 622.56. So again, we'll be on. So think again, we're saying 622.12, and we're talking to 622.56, maybe 623. So again, this is why we have to play it at the money. Now we're also going to click this back on and take a look to see these things. Does these things support our logic on thinking it's going to go up, right? Now looking at this, we say, hey, hold on. This one like this is coming back down. This blue line. This one right here is starting to point down too. So hold on. Even I'm thinking up, this thing may be about to go back, continue going down. So we need to wait. Now I break out here. Is it breaking past this solidly, closing down here, and then we're hoping for a breakout continuation down. All right, so let's go ahead and press play. Now your next, if you're still thinking it's going to go down further, your next get back to get in is right here. Because you see this, it closed there, and we got here. So then we're looking for a deposit to come. Oh no. Okay, then we'll be looking for it to come right here, right? Or maybe even here. Right. So let's go ahead and hit play.
What are you doing to the pictures for? What are you gonna do?
Okay, so it's flat.
Are you gonna
We got no direction yet. Uh-oh, it's giving us direction. No, okay. There we go.
I know where you come from.
So, as you can see, they gave us a pump fake. They brought it down, gave us that one candle, and then they turned around and gave us indecision and pushed it back up. So, as you can see, by the time you got, and that's what I'm saying, so, hold on. And again, this is a 1 minute candle. So, as you can see, they're doing this in like 1 second. So, you could have, technically got in. like on this candle. But think about how fast you would have to be in and out to make money on that. Now, had you got in, a lot of people, it would have hit their stop loss went on this push back up, and then you see they just dropped it back. And that was just them collecting your everybody money who got in looking for this, and then they put their stop loss on, got kicked out, and then the price, then they dropped it. And then now here we go with our continuation. Now we see this. Now let me show y'all something on the group phones. So this is what I'm saying. So when I've been telling people, for some reason, if you see any three of my four lines come together, kind of like this, there's always a push in some direction. There's a big push. So I went from 622 to 619. It dropped $3. So, not a mathematician, but I might be. But so we went here. Now we're back at it again. If you caught this, you made you some money. You probably got kicked out right here. Took profits, or you should have taken profits. If you missed it and then you got stuck here, here was your next opportunity on these next two candles to get out. Now, at this point, what we doing? Go ahead and play. As the mic is trying to break. No, it's not. Coming close to the end of it.
What are you doing to the cups, boy?
Okay, like it's want to come down further. Get it, gonna test again. We should play it down.
What are you doing? What are you doing to the video for?
We're waiting for some confirmation.
Are you done working?
Almost. Okay, so we see this is getting high again. So okay, so that's a sign to say, okay, we might be able, it's gonna probably push down now. So let's look, we're at the 620, 70. Okay, now it's gone. Oh, it's trying to go back up. Is it giving us another opportunity? It look like it. Some of these things are just easy. So as you see, they're playing it straight down the middle. There's no move to make. So they gave you a move at the beginning of the day, and you would have had to either take from here and just try to ride this out all day, or you'd have to catch this one or this one. Now we're getting close to the end of the day. Well, it's 2 o'clock. And then boom, you could have called this one from 620 down to 617 or 618. Again, my three lines came together. And again, it dropped from 620, another $3 move. Hey, how you doing? Whoa, young lady. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me unplug my thing. Okay, there you go. Oh, I ain't even, my bad, stop paying attention. ADHD is a mug. Now, biggest thing about day trading. You think it's the charts. No, it's not the charts. It's your mental. It's your biggest challenge for day trading. Because willing to say, hey, I'm willing to put up $200 sometimes and only make $3.
So we're gonna play
It's almost feel like insanity. But sometimes that's what it is.
Without touching the color red.
Okay, you got to give that a moment though. So Now, with that being said, your mental and having ADHD is definitely going to be a struggle. Be clear, that's definitely going to be a struggle. And then the other biggest part is, is whatever your things that distract you. That's going to keep you away from focusing and locking in. If you got some home troubles, personal relationships, whatever the case, if it's consuming your mind, don't day trade. Don't day trade. Don't day trade. You can swing trade, because then you swing trade, and we're going to look at the SPY just for a moment, because that's over with. The day is over with. Right? The market is closed now, even though the thing is still going. We're in the blue. Right, so we're looking at this now. We can be like, all right, we want to day trade. Like, we want not day trade. We want to swing trade the spot. Okay, we see it's setting up to come back down. Now the question is, because we see right here, tomorrow is going to be a truth to dare, because we had this low, then it came. This one wasn't as low as this next one. Now, so the question turns into, tomorrow, if we get another down day. Now, if we get another down day, it'd be amazing. Get us down to 602 and let's bounce off this white line. I'm fat. But let's see. So we can play. But if you want, you can try to play this down, back down to this 6. I think it's going to come clean up this gap, so you can try to play this back down to 613. And if it break it, it's coming there, 611 to 608. Break 608, we here. So, I ain't tell you what to do, but it look like on this 30-minute chart, though, it's breaking back up, and it's looking like it's setting up to be back up here to about this 620, 621 tomorrow. And then either then it's going to push it down, because that's going to bring these 3 lines together, and that's going to help push it down, or it's going to use that to pop this thing back up way up here to this 625. So don't know, but we're going to find out in the morning. Peace and love, YouTube. Let your boy get LP and play some Mario. Goddamn late as shit already at 10 o'clock. Peace.